Hello everyone. My name is Anushka Jha, and today with us we have Sonal Sheopori. I hope I spelled your name correct. Quick before we proceed, a quick introduction from our end. So, Sonal is a renowned screenwriter, popularly known as, I believe, she has more than a decade of experience in across film, web, and television, and she has been associated with a lot of productions with TV. TVF, and so on. So, Sonam, before I proceed, would you like to firstly share your, the journey? How has the journey been over a decade, and how did it started?
So yeah, basically, thank you for the introduction, first of all. And so I actually formally studied in film school, Whistling Woods. That's where I got my main education about films, and I did the production course there. And from there, I kind of started working on smaller films, which fortunately became huge hits like Sankat City, Tere Bin Laden, which people till date remember. And I worked on Tere Bin Laden too, and all the in-house films that at that time Walk Water and Ad Labs films did. Post which I actually wrote a lot of attractions for Ad Labs Imagica. It's a theme park to Mumbai, and there's a very popular ride called Mr. India. So I wrote that in animation, and that's when the writer in me kind of awoke, and I thought, let me formally pursue it and study for it. So then I kind of studied at UCLA, and and from then on, my first TV writing stint was for Sub TV Aladdin, and then there's Raisinghani versus Raisinghani, which released last year, and now it's TVF's Guri, Dhairya. And there are other projects also in development. Hopefully, they should release this year and next year.
Okay, so television, animation, and web shows have
Yes.
experience in all three different platforms. That's amazing. So let's talk a bit about your projects with TVF, that is Aspirants, which has, I believe, expanded beautifully and resonating deeply with audience. So, what was the creative process, behind this, and what was the idea?
So the show is called Guri Dhairya Ki Love Story. It's not exactly aspirants, but it's from the aspirants world. It's a spin-off of two characters of aspirants called
Yes.
Guri and Dhairya, and it's about their love story. And so basically the brief given to us was to make a very sweet, romantic, toe curling kind of, Christmas-like romantic film or a series. So that's what we actually did. And and because the characters Guri and Dhairya are loved so much already, luckily we had that, but we also had to be extremely careful not to mess with that and keep the character's sanctity at the top, and then weave a unique story out of it.
Okay, amazing. So let's talk a bit about the content side of it. So,
Sure.
what, according to you, defines content that truly connects with today's audience? And are there any specific themes or formats which works the best according to you?
So one thing that has happened, which is actually good, is that everybody is liking a lot more Heartland stories, a lot more rooted content. Even when we talk about take Guri Dhairya, for example, it's a story of two people who met at old Rajendra Nagar, where all the classes are there for the UPSC aspirants. So this is a world that's created which actually exists, and a lot of people have gone through that. And again, it's a heartland story. In this show, they meet in Karnal. Similarly, when I've seen the recent films like Stree and Munja, and all the horror comedies that have done well, they all come from Indian folk tales. Some story or the other, that some all of us may have heard, or a particular city may have heard, and they've developed it from that. So I'm really glad that that is working. People want to hear about their own city, their own country, and unique stories from there. So that definitely is a trend that I don't see stopping, and it will continue.
Okay. And just like you mentioned, storytelling is one of the, and just like, story format is a form of, the content which today is prevailing. And OTT as a platform is really garnering this. But on the other hand, my next question is a bit opposite to it. So Bollywood has been a bit struggling with this. And in your opinion, what's going wrong? And like, is there storytelling, or is it just the execution, or just the changing audience? What is that which is, missing out?
So very good question. I think it's a two-pronged thing. I feel that constantly doing like formula, like using the same kind of film and doing it 15 times over is what I think is not working. Like if one cop film works, then 15 cop films will work. So I'm sure audience wants to see that variety. So I'm in a sense, I think remakes are great, but you can't make a film 15 times over. And I think that is what the problem is. Second thing, what I also feel is that, look, as audience now, everybody's exposed to a lot of content. Be it international, be it Indian, be it regional, be it in any language. Now it's all on YouTube. So for you and me, if I want to see good content, I can just go on YouTube and watch a short film. And usually short films have great content. Now, if I have to compare that and go 3 hours and spend time on a movie which is brainless, then of course that's somewhere we're all going wrong there. We have to pull up our socks and we have to give good content. It can't just be that, oh, chalta hai, yeah, let's make this again and let's make this again and this works. There are so many good stories. I have so many screenwriter friends. There are so many good stories, tens of millions of good stories in India, and so many good screenwriters, but those films need to be made. And they're all unique and all very different.
Okay. That I think is fair enough. So talking again, since you have experience in both the worlds, OTT and as well as television, and since I'm more inclined towards the OTT platform, so just like you mentioned, storytelling formats are evolving and it's been transformed over the years. But also, OTT, like just like I mentioned earlier, OTT platforms have transformed storytelling, but also regulatory challenges. So how do you see the balance between the creative freedom and cultural sensitivities?
So yeah, while I understand that that may be slightly tricky to manage, also because I think again, like it's the same thing, right? Like internet is great and it's also an evil, where everybody has an opinion and everybody can get offended on anything. Having said that, I do feel that if we do have a point to make in a movie, we should make it. But as screenwriters, we have the skill to actually say the same thing, but in a different way. You don't have to scream your point of view. You can do it in many unique ways, and that's where the art of screenwriting comes. Hence, I feel I don't think anybody needs to curb their voices or not make satires anymore. I think Oh My God was a great satire. So I think we should keep making films so that, and those films are also accepted. It's the way one tells the stories, and I think definitely audiences will accept it. And look, everyone's going to have an opinion on everything, but that doesn't mean that we stop making films and shows and whatever it is to make a point.
Okay. So moving ahead, I believe Ghibli Studio is, I don't know if you have used
I've
it,
seen
but
a little bit of it.
yes.
Yeah.
So ChatGPT's new image generator, that is Ghibli Studio. So, and it's like being used across various platforms, right from brands till celebrities, politicians, everybody is into it. So, just like because it's AI version of it. So AI is literally, reshaping multiple creative industries. So how do you see, is it evolving the screenwriting, storytelling formats, or like what is your take on it, and especially on the content creation process?
So, yes, in terms of Ghibli, or if it's a Claude AI, or if it's a Chat
Hmm.
GPT, in terms of storytelling and screenwriting, of course, it's great. But if you're talking about, is it going to take somebody's job away? In terms of a 2-minute creation, like a micro drama, maybe. Very honestly, I've seen AI do wonders for quicker content. I used to consult with an audio OTT company, and they use a lot of AI. So I'm very well aware of it. They used a lot of AI for their storytelling and continue to do so. And I'm sure a lot of people are moving in that direction. So I feel that for quicker content, micro dramas, we keep scrolling and we see this too
Hmm.
many random dramas that come. Of course, I think for that, using AI and getting a quicker turnaround, AI will give a quicker turnaround. So that may hamper, writers a little bit. But overall, if you look at OTT, like a 8-part episode or a 100-part episode, or even a film, sorry, 100-part series, not episode, or a 8-part series, I don't think there's no way AI can actually take over, writing. Writers come with different experiences, they come with their own traumas, they come with their own stories. There's no way AI can get into the emotion of it.
Okay.
Human will need to write that. So yeah, at least as of now, I feel that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I think again, humanized versions of content is what only humans can do.
Yeah.
So okay. Anyway, moving ahead, I just have 2 to 3 more questions. So, what are the biggest, according to you, like what are the biggest trends that will reshape the, or maybe shape the content landscape in the upcoming years, and what kind of stories do you think will dominate the Indian content consumption audience in a 2025 and maybe beyond?
I think I sort of also did answer it earlier, and I
Hmm.
feel that all Heartland stories are the present and the future, of OTT and cinema. That's what people are liking to watch, and I'm glad they do. Um, what is also happening is that there is this term called second screen viewing that's going on a lot. That means that you kind of do study lighter content, so that people who are stuck to their phones, their Instagram, so they can watch whatever show but not put their brain to it. uh, it's slightly going on in the background, and it doesn't have too many twists and turns, and you kind of watch it. That that unfortunately is also, I think, going to be there a lot in 2025, 26. Having said that, what that does is that, in terms of content, it takes itself also slightly lightly, I feel. So I don't know if that's a very good trend or not. And micro dramas, right? Everybody wants to now get into micro dramas, which is your 2-minute content, 100 episodes,
Hmm.
high point at every time. So that's what I am seeing right now.
Okay. Okay. So, lastly, talking about you specifically, so what can you like share some insights into your upcoming projects, and from an audience perspective, what can we expect from you?
Okay, so there are a few projects that I really have to be tight-lipped about, and I cannot speak about them until the producers announce it.
Okay, fair enough.
Having said that, I can tell you the genres. I'm working on an Indo-American film with a very prolific award-winning director who won at TIFF. So that is something I'm very excited about. It's a family drama. Then I'm working on a crime thriller series. Then I'm working on a very unique rom-com and a historical fiction show. So yeah, so these four.
Amazing, and wishing you luck for it. And I hope to see it soon. And again, thank you so much, Sonal. Would you like to add on to something if I have might missed out?
No, I think this interview was great. Thank you so much, and keep supporting writers and talent that is behind the camera. It's because of people like you that we get to talk about our work, and hopefully it reaches the correct people.
Yes, of course. I think that's it. Again, thank you so much for joining us. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Lovely chatting with you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.